Okay, we're going to talk about a program that we have called the Accelerator Plan. And what we're going to compare it to is a qualified plan. And in fact, in this case, the qualified plan is from an actual client. And we compared the numbers of the client continuing to fund a defined benefit plan versus freezing that plan and putting money into an accelerator plan. And the numbers were very shocking. In the first example, these examples came off of our Excel program where we ran the numbers side by side. And the first thing that I want to look at is the yearly earnings, just the interest earnings inside the account. And you can see the first year, the qualified interest is $13,000 if they just left it in there. And this is at 6.5% for each account. The accelerator interest, because it uses a very unique strategy that pre-funds the account using a lender instead of the client's own money. The interest alone in the first year was $48,859 versus $13,000. Now, when we get out to year 10, it's $134,525 versus $363,204, almost 3 to 1, even in year 10. By year 20, the accelerator plan is earning $683,000 per year versus the qualified plan at $307,000. And even if we go all the way out to year 35, the qualified plan is earning $791,000 versus $1.593,711, $1.5 million, almost $1.6 million, or about twice the interest per year. Now let's talk about liquidity. In the first few years, the accounts are about the same. In fact, at year 5, the qualified plan actually has more liquid money than the accelerator plan. It has $615,000 versus $556,000. By year 10, though, the accelerator plan has almost $500,000, actually a little over $500,000 more than the qualified plan. And by year 35, the accelerator cash value available is $22,302,383 versus 7. So it's about a 3 to 1 liquidity factor. How about legacy? Well, in the first year, the accelerator plan, because it includes insurance, would leave the estate $14.3 million versus the qualified plan leaving $127,000. By year 10, the qualified plan is at 1.4 and the accelerator plan is at 14.3. And as you can see, by year 35, almost $20 million to be left through the accelerator plan and only 7.7 in the qualified plan. Now let's talk about growth. By year 10, the accelerator account has $5.9 million growing versus only 2.3 with the qualified. And at the end of 35 years, $26 million of growth inside the accelerator versus only 12 with the qualified. Now this program has been tried, proven, tested, back tested, and everything you can think of. And it essentially, it is a program that for qualified candidates There is nothing else out there that competes with this plan from a numbers perspective. And the reason is because it eliminates the taxes going in, just like a deferred plan, but then it also pays out the money tax-free either to the client or to the heirs. It's like a super Roth, if you will. And also, it is pre-funded by the lender, by a bank. And what that means is, in this particular case, $4 million was put into the account, and the client simply pays interest on that money, which is deductible to his business. Where did they put the money? They put it into a permanent life insurance plan that has tax benefits, and it also has insurance benefits. That's why there was such a large death benefit or estate value created from the very first day. Now, this is something, these type of programs, in one way or another, are used by billionaires all day long and by large corporations. What we have done is really structured them to work these days with people that are making or have businesses that are generating at least 1 million per year in profit, and that have a net worth, a personal net worth of at least $5 million. So with that said, again, this is something that we researched and found and then perfected over the last 10 years. And now we're taking it out and sharing it with successful business owners so that they can use their business to fund a privately owned plan that does not have all the red tape and restrictions and exposure of qualified plans.